Hi everybody, it's Jessica Nash, the creative director with Authors Ignite, and today we're going to be talking about TikTok, specifically how to get you started in TikTok if you haven't already. We'll take a little tour of the app so you can see what's going on there. It's a really fun social media platform and it's getting lots of attention. It's all video based, but there's so many cool things you can do and easy ways to connect with new fans and followers, which is going to be great for you because it's going to help you sell your books and get yourself out there. Now, today, as I said, we're just going to be looking at some of the basics, but stick with Authors Ignite this month because we're going to have lots of tips on marketing, prepping your book, doing all those kind of things, specifically with TikTok, okay? Different ways you can use it and engage with your fan base, okay? So a few things you're gonna need to do. First, you're gonna have to have fun because TikTok is a fun social media platform. You're gonna need to follow some of the trends, participate in challenges, and watch this video because we're gonna get you started. All right, let's get going. So I'm here inside of my TikTok app, and let's talk about how to record a video. We're gonna use that plus button down at the very bottom of the screen. And now we're gonna talk about this in three parts. The first, the filters and things you have available before you record. The second, we'll talk about how to record and anything you can add there. And then finally, we'll talk about finishing up and posting your video. So let's take a look at our screen, and I just wanna give you a tour of all the buttons and tools you have available. Now, TikTok is a visual app with lots of videos and music. So how do we add sounds? Very simply, you tap add sound at the top. It's going to give you several things that you can add to your videos, lots of music you can search, just tap it to listen to it. That's add sound there. You don't have to add your music before you record. You can do it after you hear your video. But if you wanted to dance along to like a challenge or hear the song as you're recording it, you're going to add it up there. All right, next let's look at our buttons here. Some of these should look familiar. You've got the flip icon. That's going to flip from your front to your back camera. Just depends on what you're recording. Next we have the speed, and if we tap that, it gives us a menu here. If you want your video to play back slower, you'll choose one of these. If you want it to play back faster, you'll choose 2 or 3 times. Next is the beauty filter. So you can see here's plain regular Jessica, but if we add beauty, who is this woman? I don't know. It just kind of smooths out your face a little bit. It's kind of gotten rid of some of my freckles, not all of my imperfections, but some. That's the beauty filter. I'll go ahead and turn that off. Next, you just have regular filters. That's going to change the color of your screen, kind of the temperature of what you're seeing. There are lots and lots to choose from, so you can really, pick one, adjust the intensity with the slider bar here. And if you don't want anything, just hit the little cross out button and it gets rid of whatever filter you've chosen. Next, you have the timer. This tool is really, really helpful, especially if you're recording by yourself. But if we select it, it's going to give us the option between 3 seconds or 10 seconds before it starts recording. So you can, select 10 seconds, hit record, and then run and get yourself in position. And it'll count down on the screen for you, and then it'll start recording. So that timer is really useful, again, especially if you're alone. Now, across the bottom, remember TikTok videos are short. You can do 60 seconds or 15 seconds, and I'm doing that just switching back and forth just by tapping. We're keeping it simple, so we're not going to look at templates today, but here under effects, I'll just show you briefly, if you'll tap there, lots of them down here. Come in and explore. They use augmented reality to do a lot. It's very similar to Snapchat, but check this one out. See my eyes, and if I swipe, it changes the color. What world are we living in? What year is it? I'm over here living in 2031. Lots of stuff, and they have new ones all the time. Green screen. This is weird with my eyes. Interactive ones. If you have, you can interact with your fans and your followers. I can't even get into these because there's so many. So come in here, look at them. If there's any that you want a video on, you let me know, and I will make one. I'm just going to clear the filter with this button. And I'm back to just Jessica. You can upload videos off your camera roll right here with that. And then recording takes place with this big red button, and we're going to get into that now. So I'm going to record using my wonderful assistant. The first thing I want to do, I'm going to come to effects and choose animal. Let's try this on my lovely assistant, Coco. Now to record, we just hold that red button. Now you see when I release it, it stops recording. If I hold it again, it'll record again. And you can use that as you're going. If you hit this back button, it's going to erase that last clip. See how that blue bar disappears? But that's how you record. Now, of course, you can just hold this button and record yourself for the whole amount of time if you want. But you do have the option to record sections if you'd like to, okay? Now, I'm gonna take a new video of Coco and then we'll talk about finishing up and finishing our video with this red button. Okay, so I took a new, quieter video of Coconut with that funny filter. Let's just take a look around. Up along the top, I can add additional filters. These are very similar to the ones we saw before. If I wanted to kind of change the color a little bit, adjusting the clip is gonna let you trim it again. If I was speaking in this one, we could add voice effects, which would change the way any voices in the video sound. And I could also add a voiceover. If I tap this button, it's gonna let me speak over the video and it will record it. Down here along the bottom, I can select sounds. It's gonna suggest a few, for example, some of these cat animal ones because I used an animal thing. Let's pick this one.
I love my kitty cat, yes I do. I love my kitty. I love my kitty cat,
So
yes.
I'm gonna take it off just for the moment. You can add additional effects. This kind of gets into more complicated, so we're gonna skip over this for a moment, but that's there if you wanna explore. You can use this button for text. I'll put my cat's name. Now, I could have obviously changed the color and made it look a little bit nicer. Let's see here. There we go. All right. And I can use my finger to zoom in and out to make it bigger or smaller. Now we have stickers. Again, some of these are interactive. You just kind of have to come in here and play around. So I'll tap stickers again and search cat. And why not? Let's put him on there. All right. There we go. Now I have just a very simple video. When I'm ready to post, I'll hit my red arrow and it'll take me to this page where I can describe my video. I can add hashtags and tag friends. You can adjust some of these settings down here. We won't get into that again. This is a basic video. But now down at the very bottom, I can save it to my drafts if I'm not ready to post, or I can hit post right here and it's going to show up on my feed. Well, thanks for watching. If you haven't joined our Facebook group, you can find us at Authors Ignite on Facebook. Sign up for our newsletter if you haven't, and I'll see you next time.